Welcome to Low Key PD. In this video, we're going to explore the multiple choice grid questions in Google Forms. So I've inserted a question and I've selected multiple choice grid. And the reason you might want to use a question like this is, suppose you have a bunch of multiple choice questions and the answer choices all come from the same group. All right, so what I've done here is I've written one question, and what I'm asking the students to do is to evaluate a function at 5 different values of x, but notice there's only 4 choices. So what this allows me to do is set up very similar multiple choice questions with very similar response types from a narrow group, and then I can ask them all at once. So the function is defined, match each expression to its value. So I have the students evaluate these 5 function values and match it to one of the values in the columns. Now with a question like this, keep in mind it is multiple choice. Right? So we know that as we read across the row, we are only allowed to select one choice from the different columns. However, if you click on the snowman down here where it says more options, you also have the option to limit to one response per column, which means once a student selects a specific choice from the columns, they are not allowed to choose that choice again. Now in this question that wouldn't make sense since some of these values do get duplicated. You can also shuffle the row order if the row order doesn't match. Now let me show you what this looks like when we preview the question. All right, so I have my question. These are my different choices over here, and as you fill in the answers, all right, notice that we still have circles. It's multiple choice. We can only choose one. But since I did not activate the requirement that only one choice is made per column, some of these columns can get used more than once. In fact, 2 of them do. So this is an interesting question type on Google Forms. You can ask a lot of interesting questions this way, especially if the questions are similar and have similar choice banks. But it's an interesting way to ask questions, gather information, and that sort of thing.